ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Our men's national volleyball team returning home with a silver medal from the Kosovo Championships in Suriname. The Bahamas was the oldest squad in the 5-team field, and according to a couple of former national team players, Navarro Demerit and Arison Wilson, that has its advantages and disadvantages.
That says a lot, in terms of how the development programs are going for the other teams, or whether they've just decided to scrap their senior players and move on to the younger players. I mean, we have no choice but to do the same thing in terms of pushing our younger players forward. But the guys are still holding their own. The talent is still there, so I'm not by no means saying to push them out. I mean, but I'm just saying we need to do a better job in terms of, like I said, getting the talent in the gym, going out there and expanding on whatever it is that we're doing.
Right now they have a little challenges going up against newer players, coming up against them. So it's been a little rough for them and all that. But the experience lies into the players who are playing right now. You got Ronaldo, you got Byron, you got Prince, who could lead the team, who've been playing in the CBC for a couple of years.
We tend to focus on 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. We need to go at the 13, 14-year-olds, even younger. And I'm sure we'll see better results.
Now, while our men may have been the oldest team in the tournament, there was still some youth mixed in.
Eugene, I see Kyle, you have Devon. I mean, they're wonderful. They're coming up and they should carry volleyball to the next future.
It's good that you got younger players who coming up. Seeing that Eugene is on the team, he's a new breed to the team. Kyle, Donovan Mitchell from the Intruders, they all are new breeds coming up, and hoping that we need more players like them, younger players coming up into the program to get these national team players to where they need to be.
The Bahamas Powerlifting Federation's championships just over a month away, and there's a new name you have to look out for.
We had powerlifters who have never bench pressed 700 pounds, 800 pounds, squat 8, 9, almost 1,000 pounds. You're going to see that for this 21st century powerlifting. It's coming from the barbarian himself, George Clark.
I come in to devour all my opponents, respectfully, but I come in to get them.
Division I college basketball teams still making their way here to the 242. Amajal Knowles has an update.
More action from Summer of Thunder last night, and those who showed up to the gym certainly were treated to a delight as local squad Providence Storm, coached by Kevin KJ Johnson, took on one of the Cinderellas from last year's NCAA tournament, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Now, the first half was certainly entertaining as the Storm managed to take an early lead after 2 quarters, 55-54, but Marshall weathered the storm, capitalizing on some key turnovers, and then the fourth quarter was the John Elmore show as the senior guard showed why he's one of the top-ranked guards in college basketball and a legit NBA prospect, going on a scoring flurry and finishing the game with 38 points.
The team just did a great job. We moved the ball. It was our 3rd game in. Everybody's starting to mesh a little bit better each game. It's still August, so we're not in full gear, not in great shape yet, but I thought we played well and moved the ball.
Elmore adding that he definitely has been enjoying his Bahamian experience.
Getting to know the Bahamian culture, playing against guys from down here, spending time with the team in the off season, getting to bond a little bit, hang out by the pool. It was definitely a great experience. I'm glad we did it. Sad that we couldn't have done it a couple years in a row, but one time was good.
Elmore not alone, as his grandparents Jerry and Sharon Benston also have been loving the Bahamian hospitality.
It's been great. Everybody has been just gone out of their way to make it pleasant.
What about the games? Have you been enjoying the tournament so far?
I've enjoyed it very much. We hadn't missed the game yet.
It's been great. We hate to leave tomorrow, but we look forward to going to many games in Charleston.
Marshall fan David Hagley saying he is doing double duty, enjoying the games and his anniversary.
Love the Bahamas. It's our first time down here, and we tied it into a wedding anniversary so we could come watch Marshall play. So it's been a blast.
The Storm, despite coming up on the losing end, did give a valiant effort. Mark St. Ford on what went wrong.
They created a little space because they just had a little more chemistry than us. They knew how to score, where to score at, certain different spots that we didn't know how to rotate and help. So they just had more chemistry to practice in. We just put this team together. So just about us just playing a lot more together here.
St. Fort also had a big game, dropping 33 in the loss. Here's on what he said was working for him.
I was just knocking out shots today, hitting my open shots, taking my good looks, and the ball was just going in for me.
Play continues tonight at the Kendall G. Lysick Gymnasium. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Amajal Knowles.
The Atlantis Basketball League's Best of 3 championship tipping off last night at the Imperial Arena. After getting out to a fast start, the Water Park Predators struggled down the stretch, and the Cove and Powers took full advantage, winning in come-from-behind fashion 53-50.
We started off a little slow. We weren't the energy wasn't there from the team. We had to really had to make a serious gut check when we saw we were down about almost 10 points in the third quarter. And so we just had to fight from deep within and then pull it out at the end.
I made a mental decision that I should have not made in the fourth quarter beginning part. So I kind of took responsibility for it, and my team lost a little bit of composure.
One of our guys, Trevor, off the bench, he came off the bench and he hit 2 big 3-pointers, and he made 2 very important layups in traffic. Those are the plays of the game for us.
I tried to give the guys some rest, and that's where the breakdown came down. But I tried to fix it, but it was a little bit too late.
They played awesome. That's great coaching. A gritty fighting teams. It remind me like some of the old school players. They really fought us straight through to the end.
Our defense is on key. One of the guys that is very hard to stop is LJ, and we did a good job on him today. We even got him to follow. I give praises to my little point guard. Did an awesome job. He played his heart out tonight. I think I ran him a little hard, but he did a good job, and I'm proud of him.
It was a close game. It went all the way to the very end. I know the guys are happy because in the past we just had 1 game championship, and so now we have a 3-game series. So I think the Predators will come out tomorrow and put up a good fight.
Tomorrow is now tonight, and both teams are confident. The Cove believes they can close it out, while Water Park expects to extend the series.
I think what we have to do is don't let the small players escalate too much. The guys they got a mismatch against us at the bottom part of the fourth quarter. What ended up happening, they pulled out the big guy, and when we dropped down in the key with the smaller guy, they had a guy who was bigger than them, and he overpowered them. That was the problem. I can fix that. I already make that adjustment, and that's not going to happen again.
We have to stay disciplined, come out from the start with the energy and focus, and play as a team, and we should be okay.
This is not over by a long shot. Tomorrow we're going to take that one, and we're going to take the one on Friday too.
A viral video making the rounds, and this time around, Shacking a Fool is taking center stage right here in the 242. NBA Hall of Fame center Shaquille O'Neal using some unconventional means of transportation. Shaq can be seen here in a video making the rounds through the Capitol on a bicycle. Shaq was spotted on Mackey Street and Paradise Island. While we don't know where he was headed to, he is no stranger to the Bahamas. This summer, he actually appeared as a special guest DJ at the Bahama Resort. O'Neal currently works as an analyst for TNT. And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.